Thank you, Dr. Crow. Mr. Courtney, you're recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. And I just begin because of the short time. Mr. Secretary, I would invite you to come up to Eastern Connecticut and see a sizing up of apprenticeships programs that's been happening over the last 2 years, seeded by federal dollars through the Workforce Innovation Fund from the U.S. Department of Labor, using Fitzgerald Act standards, which again applies not only to the shipyard where we're recapitalizing the submarine force with the Virginia-class program, but also the supply chain, the small guys who, again, had initial fears about taking on apprenticeship regulations and found actually that the process was very, very flexible and manageable. So, again, I think you would, benefit from seeing, again, a sizing up, dramatic sizing up, 3,000 hires this year. As again, we move forward to enlarge our undersea fleet. And again, I have a letter from the Eastern Connecticut Workforce Board, which again has data and statistics about the, again, tremendous success that's happening with Fitzgerald Act standards in place. Madam Chairwoman.
Without objection.
The other question I just wanted to jump in really quickly is that a number of us have been working on workplace violence trends that are happening. Again, your department reported this year an uptick in workplace violence, 27,000 incidents reported last year, up from the prior year. Again, the last administration committed to using the General Duties Clause under the OSHA to develop workplace standards and guidelines to help again, the front lines in the opioid crisis who are dealing with what's coming through the emergency room doors with violent patients that are causing serious injuries. We had an event here in the Capitol where a nurse from the state of Connecticut who worked at a psych unit, Helene Andrews, was punched out by a young man, shattered her hip and femur bone, and again is permanently handicapped as a result of that. This is a real issue, and the fact that the department has suspended that initiative, which took place and has been the result of a GAO study, is, again, kind of amazing to those of us who've been following this issue. Do you believe that workplace violence is an issue for your department to set up standards and help people, again, who are trying to do the right thing, the caregivers in our society?
Congressman, thank you for both questions. First, with respect to the first, quickly, let me say I appreciate the comments. I've actually heard very, very good things about that particular shipyard. And just to put something on the table and allay any concerns, irrespective of what alternatives we provide, the registered apprenticeship program is going forward. This does not have to be an either-or proposition. We are interested in expanding the apprenticeship program, but that does not mean that we would pull back on anything that is already working. With respect to the second point, certainly workplace violence is a very important issue to address, and I'm happy to maybe follow up with your staff, get some more details on your particular concern, and address it in follow-up.
Thank you.